Brother, I've been watching this video. The Trump and Epstein Iceberg, a deep dive. It's pulling me under. So many names, so many connections, so many secrets. It's like the deeper you go, the darker it gets. My head's spinning with dates, scandals, flight logs, all of it. I can't keep it inside. I need to lay it all out before it drives me mad. The people need to hear this.
Easy, Thomas, breathe. This is heavy stuff, you're not alone. Everyone watching this might feel overwhelmed, maybe even angry or afraid. That's why I'm here, to keep us steady. Tonight we'll walk through this iceberg together. The surface, where most people stop. The middle depths, where it gets uncomfortable. The deep waters, where speculation and darkness swirl. And finally, the abyss, where the truth and lies blur so much you can barely tell them apart. And remember, facts first, rumors second. No matter how deep we go, we stay grounded in what we know versus what we suspect.
Let's start at the top. The surface everyone sees. Donald Trump knew Jeffrey Epstein. That's public record. They met in the late 1980s, Palm Beach, Florida. They were seen at parties together in the 90s and early 2000s. Photographs exist of Trump, Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell together. Sometimes with Melania, sometimes with other well-known figures. There are flight logs showing Trump's name between 1993 and 1997, though far less than many others in Epstein's circle. Epstein had Trump's contact info in his infamous Black Book of Associates.
None of that proves wrongdoing, but it proves proximity. This is important. Being in Epstein's social circle doesn't automatically mean guilt. Epstein surrounded himself with politicians, billionaires, celebrities, royalty. At this level, we are simply looking at documented connections. Photographs, guest lists, flight records. These are facts, not yet allegations.
But then, the friendship breaks apart. Around 2004, Trump and Epstein both wanted the same mansion, Maison de l'Amitié. Trump outbid him, bought it, later sold it for a massive profit. There are reports, unconfirmed, that Epstein was banned from Mar-a-Lago after making inappropriate advances toward a member's underage daughter. Trump himself later said he kicked Epstein out of his club because he was a creep. This is where things start to get blurry. Were they enemies now, or just rivals?
This is where timelines matter. We know Epstein was charged in 2006 and pleaded guilty in 2008 to state charges involving a minor. Trump publicly distanced himself after that point. It's essential to track when statements were made versus when events happened, because narratives can be rewritten later.
2005, a young girl, just 14 years old, went to police. She told them Epstein assaulted her. That sparked an investigation. In 2008, Epstein cut a deal, a non-prosecution agreement. He served 18 months, but it was a soft sentence. Work release, private wing, barely punishment at all. Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's partner in crime, was later convicted in 2021 of helping him recruit and traffic minors. She's now serving a long sentence, but many believe she holds secrets she's never shared.
At this level, it's important to separate Epstein's proven crimes, which are well documented and in court records, from allegations about others connected to him. Epstein was guilty. Maxwell was guilty. Others may be guilty. But unless they've been charged and convicted, they remain in the realm of allegations.
Now it gets darker. Flight logs suggest many high-profile people flew on Epstein's private jet, including Trump, Clinton, and others. There's talk of a client list, names of people who supposedly participated in Epstein's trafficking network. But here's the thing. The DOJ says no verified client list exists. No official release, just fragments, redacted documents, and endless online speculation. Then there's the birthday album from Epstein's 50th birthday in 2003. The Wall Street Journal reported it contained suggestive content and a message allegedly signed by Trump. Trump says it's a forgery, completely fake.
Here's where your heart starts racing, right? It's natural. These are disturbing claims. But pause. Ask yourself, who is making this claim? What evidence backs it up? Has it been independently verified? Rumors spread like wildfire online, but in courtrooms, proof is everything.
Then there's the island, Little St. James, the so-called Epstein Island. Epstein owned it. Many powerful people visited. That's documented through flight records and witness testimony. Trump says he never set foot there, claims he was invited but declined. Some believe this, others don't. Without direct proof, photos, sworn statements, it remains disputed. And then, the darkest theory, that Epstein wasn't just a predator but a blackmailer, gathering compromat blackmail material on powerful figures to control them. Some think he was connected to intelligence agencies, that his network was bigger than anyone realized. But again, no hard evidence released to the public. Just fragments, whispers, and theories. And then, Epstein's death. 2019, official cause, suicide in a Manhattan jail cell. 2 guards fell asleep. Cameras malfunctioned, the perfect storm. Some believe it was suicide. Millions believe he was silenced. This is the deepest point of the iceberg, brother, where truth and lies are frozen together, impossible to separate, because when people in power control information, all we're left with is suspicion.
And that's why we must hold steady. You watching this, I know how angry you feel right now. I know the questions burning in your mind. But if we let our rage take over, we lose sight of the facts we do have.
I want justice for the victims, for everyone hurt by secrets like these. I want the truth no matter how ugly it is.
Thomas says it best when he says, "I love you all, but I don't have to like you." And I really don't like to say that, but it's true. I do love you all, but I have to tell the truth. Because that's what this is about. Truth. Not sides. Not politics. Not rumors. Just truth, no matter who it hurts.
Stay awake, stay aware. The iceberg is vast, but together we can keep each other from drowning.